Hey guys, welcome back. Policy 707 with another showcase. And in this episode, we're going to be showcasing variants. So nowadays, it's all about variants. Back in the days, like in the 90s, it was all about like gimmick covers, like die cut covers, holographic covers, embossed covers, polybag books. Everything seemed to be polybagged. You name it, they did it back in the days. And now nowadays, as you guys all know, it's all about the variant covers. And I love variant covers. I'll be honest with you. I like collecting. Depending on the artist, I love picking up. I'll pick up the book just because of the artist, and the cover. So, without further ado, let's kick it off. Since I have quite a number of books to show you guys. First one up is the number one Harley Quinn Rebirth color Michael Turner variant by the late great one and only Mr. Michael Turner. Not only do I have the color one, I also have the black and white one as well. And I'm a big Harley Quinn guy, so I finally just picked up the Philip Tan one. Here is the color variant of Harley Quinn number one. It's a Scorpion Comics exclusive. And I also have the black and white version as well. Not only do I have one of the black and white, I also have two. And you notice I keep my variants, I keep them in top loaders just to add more extra protection. I put my key bugs and sketches in top loaders as well, so because eventually, if I plan to get them signed, I definitely want to get them slabbed by CBC or CBS. So to keep them in near mint, high grade condition, keep them in top loaders. Next one up is going to be the Ashley M. Witter Harley Quinn variant cover. Love this one. Love her art. Her art is everywhere right now. Definitely a hot and up and coming artist. Also have All-Star Batman number one black and white variant. And one of the new hot shows on CW is iZombie. Here's the regular cover. It was only $1 back then. This came out 2010. So here's the regular cover, number one. I also have, from the late great Mr. Darwin Cook, the 1 in 15 variant of iZombie number one. Not only do I have one, I also have two. A little close up of the art. Beautiful cover. Next one up, I have when I started to collect comics again back in 2013. The first show that I went to was WonderCon, so I have quite a few number of variant comic exclusives from that show. Here's the 2013 Transformers Spotlight Bumblebee. I love the art on this. Here's a Dan Panosian Star Wars Legacy number one WonderCon variant. Beautiful art. Love this one too. I also have the Hot Topic exclusive Star Wars number one recalled cover signed in gold by the writer Jason Aaron, which I met at Image Expo 2015 or 2016 rather. Here is Superman 50 WonderCon 2016 variant, movie poster variant. I also have the Batman one. Also have Wonder Woman, but it's already signed by Gal Gadot and encapsulated by CGC, which you've probably seen in a previous video. Here is a Mile High Comics exclusive by cover artist Humberto Ramos, signed by Humberto Ramos. I got this directly from him. Here is GameStop exclusive, still polybagged, Secret Wars number one, with Greg Horn art on the cover. Beautiful cover. Here is the Frank Cho Kemi number one color variant for Udon Comics with the Milo Manera homage. This one came from the Amazing Hawaii Comic Con, the first annual Amazing Hawaii Comic Con show in late 2015. There it is. Greg Horn art once again. I have a couple other ones. I have the faded one and the color variants of that Con exclusive, both signed by Horn and Eastman. You've probably seen it in the previous video. Here's another Amazing Hawaii Comic-Con 2015 Harley Quinn #1 exclusive. Forget the cover artist on this one, so if you guys know the artist, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below. This one here is more of a jam piece. This one I know for sure is John Romita Jr., which was there at the con, Amazing Hawaii Comic-Con 2015. I forget who some of the other artists are, but it's really, really cool art. A horizontal cover. Next one up is probably one of the first early books that started it all with the variant covers, aside from X-Men #1, is the very famous, iconic Spider-Man #1 by Todd McFarlane. This one's still polybag. First issue back in 1990. So that's 27 years old. Almost 30 years old, guys. Can't believe it. Getting old. So here's the green variant. Not only do I have one, I also have two. And along with that, I have the silver edition. Has no price. It only has the price on the polybag. I also have the same. I have these same variant covers in raw that I plan to eventually get them signed and slabbed by CGC. Here's the Amazing Hawaii Comic-Con GameStop variant. You had to have, like, I think it was 1,500 points to get this book. It's a super hot book when it first came out. It has that Mike Zeck homage cover by artist Greg Horn. Beautiful book. There's another version of the Fan Expo one. It's a faded variant, but this one's the more expensive one because you had to get it directly from GameStop. Here is the Amazing Spider-Man 700 with all, you know, the Skyline variant, and has like names of the artists and writers that contributed over the years to Amazing Spider-Man and various other Spider-Man books like Web of Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, and so on. Some of the names, just to list them off, is Todd McFarlane, also Mark Bagley, Edgar Delgado, Humberto Ramos, Eric Larson, Al Gordon, Joe Rubenstein, Livesey, Chris Marinari, Ron Lamb, Tom Coker, Dragata, J. Scott Campbell, Len Wein, Liam Sharp. Just to name a few. It's about 19 signatures on this book here. And I plan to add more. The same issue, but it's the regular edition, is Spider-Man 700, signed by Mark Bagley. Also signed in silver by Liam Sharp. I have the other Humberto Ramos variant cover of that issue. I need to get him to sign that one, and have Delgado and Olazaba sign it as well. Here's a cool one. This is from the Stanley Kamikaze show back, I want to say in 2015 here. Signed by J. Scott Campbell himself. It's the homage cover of the first appearance of Black Cat. Here's the black and white cover. It's Spider-Man #8. And I also have the color one as well. Signed in gold by Mr. J. Scott Campbell himself. A popular show that's picked up some momentum over the past few years is La Mole Comic-Con in Mexico. This is the J. Scott Campbell Black Cat variant cover, a con exclusive for that show. Took me quite a bit of time to get this one, but I finally have it in the collection. Very happy to own that one. I also have the Humberto Ramos La Mole Comic-Con Spider-Gwen variant. Look at all the different female spider women in the cover. I also have another Humberto Ramos variant cover, La Mole Comic-Con exclusive, but of Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. Not only do I have one, but I also have two. Okay, moving things along, guys. So all the rage, aside from in variant covers, is the black and white ones. Here is the Image United one. It's the Larry Comics exclusive. The Rob Liefeld variant, signed by Eric Larson in silver. I need to add more signatures to that book. The same issue, but different variant. This one is the Jim Lee one, the 1 in 50 variant, signed by Erik Larson, also signed by the writer Robert Kirkman. Quick close-up of that one. Same issue, but this time it's the Todd McFarlane black and white variant, signed by Robert Kirkman and Erik Larson, and they definitely need to add Todd on there. I want to add Portasio, Valentino, Liefeld, and the rest of the founding fathers of Image on there as well. Here's, not only do I have one, but I also have two. Really cool. If you're a Spawn and Todd McFarlane fan and collector, you definitely need to own this cover if you don't have it. Here's another Image Expo con exclusive from 2015, signed by the writer Rick Remender. This little symbol, I think it's pretty cool. And this isn't an exclusive, but I thought it'd be cool to showcase it anyway. When Manifest Destiny #1 first print, when this book first came out, it was super hot, but it's kind of cooled off since then, but I'm still happy to own it. 2015, came out with the Manifest Destiny Image Expo #3 black and white variant of that title. I also have Walking Dead Image Expo variant. This one I think is 2014 by the cover artist, or 2015, correct me if I'm wrong, signed by Robert Kirkman, also signed by the variant cover artist Mr. Nick Dragotta of East to West. Not only do I have the color one, I also have the black and white one, signed by Kirkman and Dragotta as well. And keeping with the theme of Walking Dead, I also have the one per store variant of the black and white Walking Dead number 150. Got this from my LCS. There's a funny story behind this one. Just to really tell you about it real quick. I went back for it because I saw it. I thought about it. I left it behind. It was on my mind all day, and I went back for it. And when I picked it up, on my way home, my car broke down. So I went through a lot just to get that issue. And as I showed you earlier about the Image United, the very first one I would say would consider the first Image United is Image 0, where you had to send off all the coupons. They're like different color coupons. You had to send it off to get this book, and months later it came. I remember it took like 5-6 months to get this book, because I still think that they were still working on it. It was just funny. But it has, like, you see the cover. Let me take a real quick close up of it. Not many of you on this one, or if you do, you probably already know, but you got Spawn, Savage Dragon, Cyberforce characters from Wildcats, Wetworks, who else is in here? Shadowhawk. Really cool book. So I have a couple signatures on here. I have Erik Larson, Rob Liefeld. I definitely need to add to this one. I want to add all the founding fathers of Image. Here is a Fan Expo variant by Aspen Comics, Shrug #2, the Sia variant cover. I need to add her signature on this one. And here is a throwback cover of a book that's not really well known. In my opinion, it's very, very undervalued. It is Creed #1 by Lightning Comics. This one is the direct market exclusive, okay? So, this came out in the early 90s. Very high grade, near mint copy. I have the color one and I have the faded one as well. I want to meet the artist on this book. I'm just saving to meet him. That's why I haven't slabbed it yet. But I definitely want to meet him so I can have it signed and slab. Get that yellow Signature Series yellow label. Prices you see. Anyway, guys, there you have it. I enjoyed showcasing and sharing with you guys with some of my variants in my collection. I definitely will, in the future, post another video of variants. But anyway, this is PaulyC707 signing off, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.